Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Enemy 100, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm doing a review of Monster Jam Showdown, the latest Monster Jam game to be released in the Monster Jam video game series. And this game, sorry about that, was made and developed by Milestone and Unreal Engine. It's powered by Wise along with Griddly, and Failed Entertainment are the current owners of Monster Jam at this point in time. And I don't know if this song is copyright, so I'm going to turn the music off, along with gameplay music. Okay, overall music, basically. But yes, this is going to be a review of the video game. Now, I already played it before, but I didn't do a lot of stuff for this or whatever, and I haven't done the Showdown tour yet. But I'm going to go to the training ground and give you guys a little review of what I think of this game, because I kind of already made up my mind. So, as you can see, this is the Monster Jam training ground in this video game, and this is not the truck that I picked to actually produce the first time I played it, but this is the official Monster Jam truck, I assume. And as you can see, I can't freaking move my camera around, which I kind of hate. Now, this game is actually... Oh, I gotta turn the thing down. Hold on. The thing about this game is it is really, okay. Basically, I hope you guys can hear me well, and also, this game has a few things that are not really the best. I'm looking for the sound on my controller to be quiet, but unfortunately I don't know where that particular button is, or particular whatever the heck you want to call this thing is. Yeah, I don't really see. I'm going to turn down the master volume so hopefully you guys can hear me better. But this game is actually really fun, if you can get past a few other problems. Okay, so the first... Oh, well, I'm just going to just straight up go and just not even say first or last or whatever, but the one thing that I do want you to realize is on the controller, you actually feel like that you're actually driving an actual pedal. You have like this force feedback, if I'm using that, you have like this force feedback, if I'm using that term correctly, where if you press on the gas pedal or the brake pedal, it feels like that you're actually pressing on a real pedal. The same exact thing also happened with Gran Turismo. It feels like you're pressing on an actual pedal. And also, if you guys hear anything in the background, that might be the sound of the game coming from the controller, because whenever you crash or hit something hard, you can actually hear that on the controller. I'm trying to keep the controller away from my mic, but it's not easy. So the thing about this game is it sounds good, it looks good, it feels good, but that's basically where all of the good... Okay, actually there are a few more good things, but this is just a training ground, but there are a few more good things about the game. But while I want you guys to see something really quick. Watch this. Now that was a backflip, and watch this. Now that time I actually controlled the truck while it was doing a backflip. So doing the backflip can vary. Sometimes it can go well, sometimes it won't go well. Because I tried to do that yesterday on the ramp all the way down there with the multiple tanker trucks, and it didn't go well for me. But watch this. Depending on how hard you hit it and what angle that you hit the ramp at will depend on if you fly into the air like a freaking, I don't know, rocket ship or something, or if you actually get to pull off a trick. Also, these cars that are right here. Now the cars, just look at how let's look at how the cars crush. I mean, they crush okay, but it looks something similar to the video game Monster Truck Destruction, where they only have 2 settings as they get crushed. These have more settings and more different parts around the cars as they're getting crushed, which I like, but it doesn't really look as realistic as it should be, seeing as they used the Unreal Engine to make this game. Now the sound. The sound is good, like really good. It's a really, it's a really great step up from their previous games. Like the first Monster Jam, of course, was good. It sounded good, looked good, but to me, the best Monster Truck game is probably the one with the best physics is probably Urban Assault, but the one that's best overall is Monster Truck Destruction. And Monster Truck Destruction is not a Monster Jam game, because the trucks on there look really good. The body, how the body breaks on there is really good, and basically everything, almost everything about that game is actually really, really good. And there are also a few ways to cheat on that game too, but I can't show you guys because unfortunately it's available on your phone and on the Amazon Fire Stick Gaming Edition, and my gaming edition broke. And as you can see, I just did a wheelie, and I will tell you about that after I respawn. And I'm glad that you can respawn too. I like that. In Monster Truck Destruction, you were able to respawn, but they took away the amount of time that you had left to freestyle, because you had more time to freestyle if you get a higher score, but you can also somehow get it back. And speaking of respawns, watch this. If the game thinks you're about to hit something, it literally does this. It completely restarts you away from the wall, no matter how fast you're going. And yeah, even if you're going backwards, it also does that. And that's my first time doing that backwards. And as you can see, the body is gone. Even, literally, if you stay upside down, your body just, like, breaks because it's like it's literally being taken off while you're upside down, even though you're not moving. Now, this right here, I had a problem with doing yesterday. I had a problem trying to get a wheelie going. It was in a different truck, but I really had a problem trying to get an actual wheelie going. Now, that is one of my favorite tricks, which is a problem. Now, doing a 2-wheel scale, I did this. Yeah, I literally did that for about 30 seconds or so, and literally stayed on 2 wheels. And no, the ramp wasn't there the last time, but that was really fun. But there's one trick that I have a problem with, and it's one of the well-known ones. That's called a donut, and that is not what a donut is supposed to look like. Usually the trucks will start off slow, kind of like this, you know, like getting it going, and then they will go straight into a donut. But they wouldn't go that fast when they first start doing it. That's actually called a cyclone when you go this fast. Yeah, that's actually called a cyclone when you go that fast, which isn't too realistic when you go right into a donut. Yeah, that right there I think is a problem. I mean, I like that you get to do a donut, but it's not really as realistic as I kind of want it to be. I mean, and also when you use both, you turn fast as well, depending on how fast you're going. And the drift on here also isn't that realistic too. And if you drift too much, your truck could actually flip over, because that happened to me yesterday when I first played this. Your truck could literally flip over if you drift, kind of like that, but different. But yeah, your truck will literally flip over if you drift like way too much. But the drifting isn't as realistic as it is in real life. It's just not that realistic, man. That right there is what can happen to you if you hit a ramp or a car really fast. You could fly up into the air just like that. That right there is what'll happen, and that right there is not realistic at all. I was surprised that I got a backflip the first time I did it in this session, but wow, that right there is exactly what can happen to you if you hit a car or a ramp way too freaking hard. I mean, like way too fast. I mean, that's just not realistic. And the physics in this game, I mean, the drifting just isn't as realistic. The donut is too fast. When you're able to pull off wheelies, it's like the game says, screw you, you're not doing a wheelie this time. Like, watch this. So I can pull off a sky wheelie. But that happens. Like, the trucks feel light at some points, and at some points they feel heavy, which isn't really that realistic. They don't feel realistic. They're supposed to feel heavy, but still give you speed and all that stuff, which is a problem to me. Now, a monster truck would not do that. You would not just like, you would not just hit the ramp and go straight into the air like that. A normal truck in real life would probably, I don't know, probably end up in the air or on its back wheels. Kind of like this. Kind of like that. And also, the trucks are able to pogo. Back in Monster Jam Path of Destruction, they were able to do a pogo, which was this. And when your back wheels hit the dirt, they actually bounce you up, and then that's when you land on all four wheels. The back wheels bounce, and then they hit the air. But you don't really see trucks do that nowadays, which is probably why they didn't put that in. And also, if you have a long score streak and you hit the barrier, your score streak will literally break. All the way up at the very top of the screen is where you see your score, and if you hit one of those things, it will literally break, and you can hear it breaking. This game just had some problems, man, that I think they should fix. They went with Unreal Engine to make this game, along with Milestone. I don't know what went wrong as they were making this game, but they should have used Unreal Engine 5 at least to make this. I don't know where Milestone came into the picture, but as soon as I saw Unreal Engine when I first saw the trailer of this game, I was so happy because the physics were going to be real. But as I started watching the trailer, I started having some doubts because I started to see how the trucks moved and acted, and they didn't really act as realistic as they should have. Because with Unreal Engine, you can make things seriously real. You can literally take a movie character and put it... You can literally take Godzilla and put him into a freaking Ed and Eddie cartoon. Because I've seen people who have done some stuff with Unreal Engine 5. It's either Unreal Engine 5 or something else involving Unreal Engine, but you can literally do a lot of stuff with Unreal Engine. And this right here, I'm glad that they went with them, but I don't know if Milestone was the problem, but it's just, the physics in this game just aren't that great. And the stunts aren't too realistic. Some of them aren't. And the body comes off way too easily. And they're forgetting a few stunts. But what I do like is how you can do a moonwalk. I like that. And one thing that I'm glad that they added, that I'm really glad that they added, is this move. if I can do it. A front flip. Because one of the monster truck drivers at the Monster Jam World Founders did a front flip in competition for the first time and won because of that. Because the fans scored him, and he won. He deserved to win too. You can literally find this clip online if you go and search it right now. Monster Jam front flip. It was amazing. You can also look up the moonwalk by Son of a Digger. That was amazing too. Like, these trucks can do some amazing things, and they're going to keep on doing amazing things. But if they want to make a video game, I think they should make the game better. I think they should literally think about the company that they're going with. I think they should think about the company that they're going with, honestly. I think they should think about the company that they're going with and their work and what they've done and all that stuff, because this game does have a few realistic things with it. Like, the ramps look realistic. I mean, look at the dirt. I mean, the texture of the dirt and all that stuff. I mean, from what I'm looking at right now through this camera lens, it actually looks very real. Even the dust coming from the truck looks kind of weird. And look at the truck. The truck itself looks amazing. Those two lights that are on the truck, they have to be on there for certain reasons. And I'm glad that they added that there. That was not in past Monster Truck games. You can see, okay, you can see the gas tank, but you can't see the gas. You can see the airflow inside the truck, the engine, and also the truck's on the inside. From what I can see, the engine has a little bit of wear and tear in it, which means that the truck has been used for a good long time, which I like. The wheels look, the wheels look a bit fake with the dirt on them, but one thing that I am happy about is that they put BKT tires on them. They put the BKT Tires logo, which is their official tire. It's the official tire of Monster Jam. And look, all the sponsors, the engine smoke, all that. I mean, to me, the game is just that good. Yeah, I'm trying to go farther, but for some reason it won't let me. Here we go. This is what I wanted to get to. See? See that? See that? Why do they bump me away like that? I mean, seriously. And the cars, I mean, when they're like this, when they've not been hit like this, they do look very real. They do look real from the outside perspective, but from the inside, it looks like they just got lazy and just gave it that really old car look feel. No cushions, no door handles or anything. But I'm gonna let that go because you're not really supposed to see the inside of a crush car, especially when you're actually crushing it. Now, if you're at a live show, that's a different story. But they could have. This is the training ground, so of course I'm not really gonna spend money on making each car look a different color, making the cars look different, or adding a truck or two. This is the training ground. Compare that to some of the cars that I've crushed. I mean, it looks good, but they could have made it a little bit more realistic unless they didn't have anything else to work with. But I do like that they get crushed at all, and if this is the realest that it can get, I'm fine with that. You see that? Why do they do that? Now, this is what I mean by it can push you away if it does it. The Ram did it to me. That's exactly what it should do. You should go over the car. You should not get pushed away from the car. That's exactly how it should do. Yesterday, when I got on here, I hit the car real hard. I saw somebody on YouTube hit the car real hard and he got pushed away. It didn't happen to me that time, and I'm glad that it didn't happen. And I'm actually able to get wheelies in as long as my truck doesn't do that. So there's a bit of, see, the score just went away because you're upside down. So that is a good step up from what happened to me yesterday. but the game does still have problems. Like the donut. Yeah, that's realistic if you're doing the cyclone, but you're not supposed to do the cyclone automatically. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously. I mean, that's what the truck should do, kind of. But you should do a pogo and land on your, either on your side, upside down, or on your, that right there is also a problem with a few of the monster truck games. You hit the ramp and you just go up and upside down just like that. That is a problem with some of these monster truck games nowadays. Because in real monster trucks, when they hit the side of ramps like that, I think they push the dirt and they don't end up upside down like that. Okay, I didn't know what was gonna happen there. I thought I was gonna do a backflip. Now I got a little stuck a little bit there. Now that's realistic. Now one more thing that I want to talk about is how the trucks land. I'm gonna show y'all that real quick. The way that these trucks land also isn't realistic, and that's been a problem with monster truck games for years now, especially Monster Jam. Let's watch this real quick. The camera shakes as your truck is landing. There's a way to make your truck land soft, which is a bit realistic, but seriously though, when you land, your truck hits the ground hard and it shakes, or it hits a soft, but the camera shakes to show you right there to show you that your truck hit the ground hard. That is not realistic. Your truck will not hit the ground that hard. It's just that right there is just not realistic. It doesn't make the trucks land the way that they should. Even if you make the trucks land soft every time, like I'll be fine with that. And there's a bunch of different stunts.
In the world of Monster Jam.
That's not what I. Okay, this is not what I wanted to go to. I didn't mean to go to that. Here's the list. Yeah, so you have destruction where you hit stuff. I'm not really worried about that. But there's a way to make your truck do a good jump, a great jump. There's a way to make your truck do a jump, a great jump, and an extreme jump. I haven't really done all of these. The drifting just isn't really that realistic. Big air is not... sorry about that. Big air isn't really a problem. Landing is one big problem because your car could shake or whatever, which is not realistic. But there is a way to land soft. The donut is just way too fast when you do it, no matter which way you're going. The bicycling is actually, holding it for a very long time is realistic, because I've seen trucks in the past, like in 2010, the Patriot monster truck held it for a long time until he flipped over. But with this, you can actually control how long you want to hold it, if you're able to do that, either on the right or left wheels. Okay, I didn't know that you could do a reverse one, but that's similar to a moonwalk. There's also something called a sidewall, which is when you try to save your truck from going over. Now, that is realistic. Doing a sidewall is actually realistic, because back then they weren't able to actually go do this, and in Monster Truck Destruction, they started doing that, and then that's when monster trucks in real life actually started to actually go on their wheels sideways and save themselves. You can go online and look it up. It's real. The backflips, you can do a backflip on here as long as you don't get pushed away by the wall. And you can do a front flip. I showed you guys that is possible. You just gotta get a lot of air. A corkscrew, I don't really see happen in Monster Jam anymore, because they focus on front flips and stunts now. Now, the sky wheelie is doable. You just gotta land on your back wheels and, well, land on your back wheels. Now, the wheelie, I showed you guys that it's not easy to do a wheelie. That right there is not realistic. Landing on your front wheels really hard and then doing a wheelie, that is not realistic. That is not how monster trucks do wheelies. You don't hit the ground hard to make the camera shake and all that stuff. Now, a nose wheelie, it is possible. You see the truck do it off of a ramp, that is possible. Moonwalk is also possible. A stoppy. I'm surprised they have a stoppy on here. Pogo. How do you do it? Dude, that is not realistic. That is not what a freaking pogo looks like. Looks like the truck is trying to get off the ramp. That is not a freaking pogo. Now, in overtake, that's racing, high speed, clean driving. I'm not really worried about any of that. I'm not really worried about any of this. Now, a big save, that's when you try to save your truck from going over. Now, it is possible to do saves, but you just gotta make sure that you can actually get it. But some of these things are... But yeah, many many, if not all of these things are possible. It's just that the way that they're executing... Okay, all of these are possible. It's just the way that the game itself is executing it. That's the problem. The way that the game is executing all of these stunts is just not realistic. It's just not realistic. And the way that the body comes off of the truck, the bodies don't come off in big parts like that. I mean, hold on, let me see if I can break some more of the body. Now, as you can see, there is a big chunk of the body just hanging off just like that. The body parts of monster trucks do not come off like that in big chunks. It depends on where you scrape the body. So the Scarlet Bandit monster truck way back in 2008, almost her entire body was gone because she hit this huge bus stack and almost her body almost came off. So it is possible for your whole body to come off in one piece because it has happened. But your body doesn't come off in big chunks like this. It comes off in different pieces in certain parts. These chunks right here are too big for the body to come off of. That's not realistic. It's just not realistic. Also, the camera angle. You have this angle, which is the up close angle, I assume. You have the far angle, which isn't, well, which I guess is far. Then you have the angle of the front of the truck, which is basically the driver angle. And then you have the front view angle, which is basically you in front of the truck. Okay, I have no idea what the heck I just did, but it was awesome. You see how the body's going? That's because I hit the dirt so much. One thing I do like is how you can rev the engine. That's one thing that I do like. Yeah, that revving, that's me pushing this the pedal down multiple times to make it do that. It wasn't really possible to do that. Well, it is possible to do it in past games, but it doesn't make that noise. But the sound of the truck that the truck makes is really good. The sound that it lands and hits the tankers isn't really that good or crushes the cars, but I can let that slide because it's been like that for years and it's not easy to make good sound of stuff hitting each other and all that stuff. And yes, the Suicide Squad Killer Justice League is updated. I may do a video on that one day too. So, with all that being said, let's recap. Thank you. Hey. So guys, let's recap. This game is a fun game. I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. It's just that I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. I love how you can do all these tricks from the past and present. The problem is that some of the physics in the game aren't that good, and some of the physics that make the trucks move are not really that good. Honestly, I'm still going to play this game, not because I love Monster Jam, but because it is actually fun. It is actually fun, even though the physics and all that stuff aren't that good. I'm still gonna play because the game actually is fun, even if you can get past all the physics and stuff. Yes, the game is really fun. And also, they have a huge wide. They have like a really big wide variety of places that you can go. And also, they also have you can also change your monster truck. I think there are a total of 40 trucks. The one that I used yesterday was Vendetta because I followed them on Instagram. And at the top left of each truck, they have something that they're all good for. That right there is the original Gravedigger. I don't know what this truck is. One of these trucks is the Backwards Bob monster truck, which I think is a very unique one. This is Brutus. I'm glad they have him in this game. One of these trucks is a Gravedigger. This one right here might be the Max C monster truck, a very unique one. One of these is Soldier of Fortune. One of them might be Black Ops. I don't know which one it is. This one right here is Megalodon. You also have a Toro Loco and Jurassic Attack is under him. And this right here is higher education. I love the way this truck looks. I absolutely love the way he looks. It looks like a real school bus. Thing is, how can the driver see when the plexiglass is way too far from where he is? But yeah, this game is really fun. It's a really awesome game. It's just that they need to change some of the physics and the way they move and how realistic it is. And because of that, I'll give this game I'll give it about maybe like I don't know, maybe like a 7, maybe an 8 out of 10 probably, maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10, probably 7. Because the game itself is fun. They have all of the trucks from the past and present. There's a wide variety of trucks from back then that you don't see nowadays. They also have the Monster Jam truck in here, and there's a huge amount of places that you can go.
This is the Showdown Tour. Challenge opponents in all kinds of races set in some of the most extreme environments on the planet. No time to waste. Let's get straight to the first event.
Now, as you can see, there are 3 parts of the map that you can go to, and when you click on the maps, they have different locations throughout those parts of the map that you can go to. That's just from what I've seen from other people who have played the game already.
The organization has divided the maps into several regions, each hosting different types of events. However, not all regions are accessible. You have to prove yourself worthy to be able to access other regions and unlock new events. But let's stick to the ones that are available for now.
Yeah, so each map has a different region that you can go to.
Events are the heart of the Showdown Tour. Each event is divided into 3 categories: racing, stunt, and short. These categories have specific rules that will put your skills to the test when you're aboard Monster Jam trucks. Now, choose an event and join the fun.
So yeah, that's basically going to be it for this video, guys. I'm going to start this event and then leave it, basically.
There's only...
But this game is really fun. Crustacean's here too. I got to play as him. I love that truck. As a matter of fact... Oh yeah, I forgot you had boosts. That's not realistic, but all the Monster Truck games have had boosts ever since they started, so I'm not mad or unhappy about that, but I'm already losing, so I'm just gonna quit this right now and do it another day. But yeah, that was my review on Monster.
Collect tokens.
Skip. Thank you. But yeah, guys, that was my review on Monster Jam Showdown. I give it around maybe a 7 out of 10 because of all of the problems that I think are with it. But yeah, that was my review. I hope you enjoyed. If you want me to do more review games, I have Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. I don't know how I'll talk in that video. But I also have Star Wars Outlaws. If you want me to do a review on that, then I can. I also have other games that I can review for you, tons of other ones. I'm also going to get some new games if you want me to review them. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. And yeah, Monster Jam Showdown is available now on all systems. Alright, see ya.